I already chose you, Hollander. This phrase is one of the most emotional and important scenes in the long game. It changes the way we understand Shane and Ilya's whole relationship. And it creates one very simple question. Who is right? And I know that for many readers the first reaction is to want to punch Shane a little bit, and I understand that because Ilya is clearly in pain and Shane seems unable to see what's in front of him. But I would like to actually offer a little bit more unpopular reading of that fight, that Shane did choose Ilya, but Ilya is right about this imbalance in their relationship and how differently this relationship has cost them. When I looked at the scene, I felt like they are mixing all different things together. Because when Shane asks Ilya whether he's supposed to give up hockey, Ilya says no. So what choice Ilya is actually talking about? What does Shane think he's being asked to choose? What are they fighting about? Welcome back to my channel. Here we take romance seriously and close read the most interesting scenes and characters. And today I would like to look at the fight scene from the long game, but without turning it into Team Shane versus Team Ilya. And let me start with a quick recap of what happened before that fight. So, it was Christmas morning and it already felt weird for both Shane and Ilya, but no one says anything. Ilya tries to make breakfast for both of them, but it's hard to make breakfast for Shane, and Shane hears criticism of his diet. Then Ilya gives this present to Shane, this photograph of them from the first commercial they filmed together. And Shane genuinely loves it, but he says he will put it in the cottage because cottage is the only place where their relationship can be safe and visible. Then Ilya asks Shane whether he would like to join him at the Christmas party that Ilya has with his teammates. In Ilya's head, it sounds like he wants his boyfriend to join him, he wants to come there together. But out loud he says that it's his friends and it's no big deal. But it is a big deal for Shane. Shane says it would be weird, and their argument opens. Ilya says that he has no one. Shane says that they have sacrificed all of it to be together. Ilya asks what Shane has given up. Shane makes a very cruel comment about Ilya's team performance and winning new cups. And then they get to this question about giving up hockey. And Ilya asks Shane whether he would give up hockey for him, and Shane asks this question back. And then Ilya says, I already chose you, Hollander. There are actually 3 different choices in this argument. Choice number 1, whether they have chosen each other or not. Second, should either of them choose love over hockey? And third, what is Shane actually being asked to choose when Ilya invited him to that party? So, and they have already answered the first question, it's pretty clear, they have chosen each other. Neither of them wants the second question, and the third one they have never clearly discussed. And there is one more reason why they keep missing each other. They speak about different time frames of their relationship, and I will get back to that. So I want you to consider this video as a place for your thoughts about this fight in the long game, whether you want to hug Ilya or punch Shane or maybe support both of them, right? For Ilya, I already choose you is not a statement about love. It's a statement about sacrifice, about the cost that has already been paid, the cost that Shane cannot fully see. His choice is already visible in the direction his life has taken. Firstly, there was Boston, and Ilya could stay there and had better chances of winning more cups and winning more personal awards. He also had some friends and established life there. He had Svetlana, right? Instead, he chose Ottawa, Shane's native town, with a weaker team, one of the weakest in the whole league, but it's close to Montreal. Then came quieter costs like social life, years of hiding, limited time together, and a relationship that mostly existed inside Shane's world. His family, his cottage, his country, his hometown. Ilya does not imply that Shane owes him something for all the sacrifice he made, that Shane forced him to give up his whole life. No, Ilya is an adult, and that was his decision to move to Ottawa, to not go to Russia. And actually, in Heated Rivalry, we learn that this is Ilya who suggests that he moves to Ottawa and that he wants to get Canadian citizenship. And then in the long game, we learn that actually Ilya likes his new team, likes his new coach and teammates. But the imbalance of the cost that Shane and Ilya paid is still there. And Ilya is right about that imbalance. And most of their relationship has been about fitting Ilya into Shane's world. But Ilya wants Shane to recognize this sacrifice, these changes that Ilya made to his life. He says this relationship has already shaped where I live, where I work, and what my life looks like. And you still want to ask whether I choose you? That doesn't make any sense to me. And now let's talk about Shane's side of that fight, because Shane thinks differently. Shane has actually also given up a lot of things. Gave up an ordinary relationship. In chapter 10, we actually learn that he would love to make their relationship public. He would love to bring Ilya as his boyfriend to his friends, to the parties, and he would be very proud of his social life outside hockey. Instead, he accepts years of hiding and fear that any mistake can actually ruin their careers and lives. Those are sacrifices, but Shane thinks not about sacrifices, but about commitment. And commitment for him means what? Letting Ilya into Shane's family, building the cottage as a home for both of them, and accepting another decade of hiding because it will protect their future. So for Shane, following the plan is not the opposite of love. It's actually a clearest proof that he chose him. But of course, this proof of commitment is not the same as a sacrifice that already has been made, because Ilya's life structure has changed significantly, while Shane's life structure remained pretty much the same. And Shane notices that something is wrong and he asks Ilya to explain. Shane doesn't know about therapy. Shane doesn't know how much this secret hurts Ilya, and that now Ilya wants to introduce him as his boyfriend to his friends. So when Ilya asks Shane to do something they have never done before, Shane hears a sudden change to their agreement. But for Ilya, it sounds like a proof that Shane does not understand him at all. So now we can finally separate the three things that they are mixing together. One is love, and they do love each other and they do choose each other. Then sacrifice. They both have paid a price to be together, but this price is different. Then risk. Shane is focused on protecting their future at any cost. He believes that any wrong step would destroy them. And this is what means that they are measuring love in different ways, and they're also arguing in different tenses, because Ilya says, "What have you given up already for us to be together?" And Shane says, "I am protecting our future. I'm sticking to the plan." And now finally we can answer the third question. What is Shane actually being asked when Ilya invites him to this party? Ilya is not asking him to come out that night. He is not asking Shane to give up hockey. He presents an invitation as something deniable. So you're already here in Ottawa and those are my friends, they are good people, we can go. No big deal. But inside Ilya's head, he already wants to change the setup of their relationship. And the painful irony that this is exactly what Shane wants. But he sees it only in their future and he considers that it is not possible to do right now. But Ilya already asks about a small version of that world right now. And when Shane says, "Would you want me there?" it actually hurts even more than a simple no. Because Ilya hears that he is not worth the risk that follows it. And Shane thinks that this party is not worth the risk of potentially losing Ilya if things go wrong. So they are both trying to save the relationship. Ilya is trying to make it more social, more built into their everyday lives, while Shane wants to make it safer for both of them. And let's try to maybe answer who is right. I feel like neither of them has a right to ask the question whether they love each other or not, but I feel like Shane is right that this party is a major step that they have never discussed. But I feel like Shane is totally wrong to answer that with a comment about cups. That was not what their fight was about. And I already chose you feels like a final verdict that Ilya tries to make. He believes that the answer is in Ottawa. The answer is in each attempt he takes to make their relationship more public, but he has never put all of that into clear words for Shane before that moment. And I love how the book refuses to make either of them the villain or the victim. As soon as Shane gets home, he realizes that actually this arrangement was much more convenient for him than for Ilya, and that Ilya actually did change his life significantly to be with Shane. And in therapy, Ilya faces his part. He says that they have never discussed this party before, and Shane did not know how much Ilya's feelings changed. So when they call each other, they both apologize. They can make this next step, this choice for their relationship together. They no longer need to use risk or sacrifice as a proof of their love. So that was my take on the fight. I would love to read your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I'm definitely going to be posting more about Heated Rivalry, The Long Game, and other popular TV shows and books. See you in the next one. Bye bye.